Yeah. We're doing it. The Rack Me Football Show, everybody. How's it going? It's me, the Z-Man, a.k.a. the Mud Shark. Joining me from Cleveland, Ohio, Tony Mazer. Tony, how are you?
Hello, all.
The Commissioner from Atlantic City. How are you?
Doing great, guys.
Would you like to introduce today's guest, Ken?
Oh, listen, he's back by popular demand and now wearing a cowboy hat. So I had to put my Dallas Cowboys hat on. But Tobler's got the black hat on, but we know he's not that bad of a guy. Brandt Tobler is back, and from what I hear, better than ever. Good to see you, buddy.
Boys, it's good to be back. Thanks for having me. I got some winners in me today. I got a good feeling. I went 5-1 last week. I didn't even.
Well,
I should have.
Tony,
Did you just
Tony
work with
has
Go ahead, Ken.
Tony has a 6-game lead over me.
Whew.
And an 8-game lead over Chad as we approach the midway point of the season.
Tony, he must have been picking against the Broncos. That's how you get a lead like that.
Yeah, didn't we all?
Brandt, did you work with David Tell over the weekend?
No, I just watched him. I wish. I've got to open for him before, but he requested female openers, which I kind of get because he had Louis Katz middle, and that's just a lot of white guys. So
I gotcha.
It was disappointing because I take all these shitty gigs here, not shitty gigs, but I'm always like, I'll do whatever you need for Comedy Works. And then when someone like Attell comes and I say, hey, can I please have Attell? And then she'll usually give it to me, but then if he doesn't want it, so I got scooped by a girl and a very funny girl, and then we have a new 15-year-old on the scene out here crushing it that everybody's drooling all over.
A 15-year-old.
He's actually pretty funny.
Matt Rife?
No, not yet. I hate to admit it, but he's pretty fucking funny. But I mean, when you're 15 and you're just doing like high school suicide jokes, and the shock value, because he just comes out and everyone's like, "What the fuck is happening?" But so no Attell, but I got to watch him do both shows. He's just so good.
There's a girl who moved out there from Florida, and I told her to hit you up. Her name's Morgan Gallo.
Yeah, I worked with her. She's on the road a bunch, but yeah, she's doing pretty good out here.
Yeah, I told her to look you up and drop my name.
She said the Mud Shark Center. I said, oh, boy, I've never had a woman tell me that. Women usually say, do you know this guy? And I'm like, oh, no. Of course, that's my boy, but
that could go either way.
Go either way. It's gone both ways. But
I got a 50-50, like, either I love that guy or hate him. It's never like, hey, he's all right.
Yeah, I'd say more 60-40, but, I'm in on it.
Well, that's why you're here, because we want the odds. We want the money.
Yes.
Ken, so we got this week. We got week 9 coming. We got this Thursday, November 2nd. We got Nate Bargatze's Tennessee Titans hot off Saturday Night Live versus Earl Skankel's Pittsburgh Steelers in Pittsburgh. Pittsburgh's giving up -2.5. Did you watch Saturday Night Live, Brandt?
I didn't. Did he do good?
I just watched this monologue and like a little bit of a sketch, but yeah, he seemed to be fine. I
should watch it because he was always nice to me, and even though I think clean comedy is pretty lame, usually he's the one. Well, there's a couple outliers, but I actually enjoy him. So
yeah.
And it's good for comedy. It's wild that I would have never guessed he'd be hosting Saturday Night Live.
I know, it's crazy, but I was watching a little bit of it. It's not the same Saturday Night Live we remember. It's not Will Ferrell, Adams. I mean, I don't. There's like honestly like 26 fucking cast members. I'm like, who are these people?
Oh. Yeah, I never watch it, but I root for Nate. I always root for comics to do good.
Who's that kid from Cleveland that got on, Tony? What was his name? Who used to bother us?
Marcelo Hernandez.
Yeah. He seems to be like one of the breakout guys from what I hear. All right.
There you go.
I believe you. I don't watch it. You tell me. Whatever you say, I believe.
What's up, Tony? Are you okay?
I'm trying to. I can't. It's like robotic. My service is really not good. I might have to drop off and restart my computer here. Restart my router. Sorry about that.
That's all right.
It sounds like that.
Okay.
Very good, Tony.
I can understand the frustration. Wonder what kind of cable provider he has. Take your time.
Well, for once, mine is strong, but there's a lot of freezing up here.
I have Spectrum. What do you have, Brandt?
I don't even know. I don't. I just pay. I think Xfinity or some shit. I don't know.
That's what I have. And normally it can be spotty, but today it's real strong. But I'm getting a lot of freezing. I see you guys are freezing on me, so I don't know if I'm freezing on you or you're freezing on me.
Well, before we start doing the picks, while we're waiting for Tony, there's a lot of gossip going on in the NFL. A lot of trades, a lot of firings. Yeah. What's the top one, Ken?
Well, I think the top one happened at 1:00 Eastern time with the firing of Josh McDaniels, the coach of the Raiders, and the GM Ziegler. What they're saying, I saw some early morning clips. They were saying that he lost the locker room in a bad way. Especially with was it Devontae Adams with his tantrum on the sideline, and I know a few weeks ago they won a game, but the owner was screaming from his box about something, but they ended up winning the game. So he's the only coach in history to get fired in the second year in mid-season, and happened to him twice with Denver, same division with Denver and now the Raiders. But 6-year contract. He signed a 6-year contract last year for many millions of dollars.
Yeah, he did that out here. He won his first 6 games and then he fell apart. But I think there was a rumor that he hooked up with Peyton Hillis, the guy that was also a Brown, hooked up with his wife or something.
Oh, really?
He's such a weaselly looking dude, man. He reminds me of Hinchcliffe. People are like, beautiful. I guess he's a mastermind genius or whatever, but man, you just see him and you're just like, oh, that face.
Yeah, Hinchcliffe. Tony has the most punchable face I've ever seen.
I can't believe more people haven't done it. I assume somebody's had to have, but.
And his act backs up wanting to fight the guy. I mean, I get along with him, but you can't.
Yeah, I don't know him that well, but I'm sure someone. Well, I don't think anybody now since he's a made man with Rogan. But I just can't believe in the earlier days nobody got. I'm sure there's probably a story out there. I don't know him that well, but I'd love to ask him. I'd say, come on, man, someone had to punch you at some point.
We got to get Earl on. Earl will tell us.
Oh, yeah, Earl no. Earl might have done it.
Yeah.
And what's going on in Chicago? The Bears fired another coach, and it was the HR department doing the firing. The defense coordinator a few weeks ago, now the running backs coach gets fired yesterday.
These hoes ain't loyal. You got to be careful.
Man, oh, man. When the HR department's getting involved in firing people.
Yeah, well, what's funny is I purposely didn't want to go to this Browns backers bar by my house because every time I go, the Browns lose. And I know that's the reason why I know they're not losing because I'm going to but I just want to sit there all afternoon and waste my afternoon and close out to misery. So the last 2 times I didn't go, they won. And I go, okay, well, I'm just not going to go. And Florentine's like, what's wrong with you? You got to go. It's your team. He's like, Deshaun Watson's not playing. You got to go root for that backup. So I'm like, all right, you talked me into it. I show up and they lose. I'm like, motherfucker, brutal.
It's your fault.
Pussy.
It is my fault.
It is my fault. Well, anyways,
who's Florentine's team? The Dolphins, right?
Yeah, he's a Dolphins guy.
Yep.
Oh, so he's loving this.
Oh yeah, it's fun for Dolphins fans out there.
I'm with Bill. I'm with Bill from Jersey too. I think Pierce is going to do a nice job there. He's got the respect of the locker room. Former player, he was an outstanding player, and he's a really smart guy. From all the things I saw again this morning, he's a really smart guy, and the players love him. So that's going to be interesting. I wouldn't shock me if they get a little bump from this when you get rid of it. And look, Josh McDaniel, like you're saying, I mean, he was an asshole wherever he was too. He got in trouble in New England with some shit, speaking out of turn years ago. I just think
that's how he won here. He was cheating.
Yeah,
the other practices.
He's a dork.
Hey, Bill, it's your chance to just get away from the Raiders, dude. This is your chance. Just cut your ties. Come on, man. Come find a real team like the Broncos or Cowboys or even Cleveland. And we're all on this is your chance to get out of it, dude.
I know so many Raiders fans, and they're always just miserable.
Yeah, they take pride in it. Just
Yeah.
come on, just join, just cut ties, Bill.
You can do it. You can
can-
do it.
You can do it, buddy. We'll take you in Denver here. Come on over. Get your cowboy hat, saddle up, buddy. You don't have to live this life. You know, it sucks.
Are you going to go to a Boulder, Colorado State game? Are you going to sneak in one?
No, I don't know. I wish I would have in the beginning of the season when it was when all the hype was there. It's too cold. I'm a wuss. You know, I'm sneaking in the Super Bowl. It's the new goal.
Oh, is it where's it at?
In Vegas.
Shit.
Where Bill's old team used to live. But I booked a week of work that week. This stupid little Asian comic named Kevin Shade. Some dumb girl's
I
gonna
know Kevin
marry him.
Shea.
Some dumb girl's gonna marry him. I have no idea why. He's such a piece of shit. But I got to go out there for the wedding and do shows with that little the only Asian out of San Francisco that didn't make it.
Yeah, how did he not make it when he was hanging with Dr. Ken and
it was him, Bobby Lee, Steve Byrne, and then Kevin Shea. And you know what's funny? The other thing about I always give him shit because he always gives me shit. He calls me fat. It hurts my feelings. It's just so easy. But his boy was started YouTube.
Really?
You couldn't get your shitty jokes on the front page one time, bro.
Yeah.
But no, I'm gonna go out there. So I'll be out there for the whole week doing shows, and then I'm gonna try. That's the only thing I haven't been able to sneak in. So I'm gonna try it. So we'll see. I'll have a story for you guys one way or the other.
You need to hook up with Craig Gass. Are you familiar with Craig
Gass?
Gass?
Yeah, Craig. He knows everybody. He's not a sneaking guy. He's just
He literally, at one point, I'm watching the World Series, and he's sitting next to Eddie Vedder. I go, what the fuck?
Yeah. I was about to say, if there's a hair metal band playing at halftime, Craig Gass could help me. But anytime I'm around him, that dude knows every band. That dude just shows up.
Yeah.
I don't know where he lives or anything. I just call him the green room guy. People are like, who's that? That's Green Room Gas. I'll just show up wherever I'm at in the world. One of the nights, oh shit, there's Craig Gass just walked in.
He'll book he'll go to a town because he follows Major League Baseball around or the NFL, and he'll just book a week of work that week.
Yeah,
it's crazy.
I saw him in Vegas not too long ago. He did a guest set, then he went across the street and watched Buck Cherry or something. Then he brought the guitarist over, did another guest set. Then he went to the Hard Rock. I was like, this dude.
Yeah,
he's just on the move.
I've seen him a few times here. He's a really good dude too.
He's
a nice guy. Nice guy to hang around with and stuff like that. He was a good dude. I've seen him here in
week. I bet you're right. He'll probably be in Vegas that week.
He'll get into the Super Bowl. He will. I mean, I remember we did this rock festival. It's called Rock on the Range. It was once a year. It was always fun, and it was always a shit show. We just go because you had free access everywhere, free food. The show was secondary. The show just got in the way of the fun. And one year, Guns N' Roses were playing, and it was the backstage was on complete lockdown. So we managed to get in, and I'm texting Craig. I'm like, Craig, I can get you in. I can get you in. Next thing I look down, he's on the stage. I'm like, what a fucking, it's unbelievable.
Yeah, man, he's there. He is always there.
Yeah. Well, I don't know if Tony's coming. I got a hard out here, so let's just go through these picks. I don't know what's going on with Tony's Wi-Fi. So let's start with that Thursday night game, Tennessee, Pittsburgh. What was the spread again? 2.5?
2.5. Pittsburgh laying 2.5.
Where are you at on this one, Ken?
I'm going to take Pittsburgh again, only because they're home. They're up and down. I think they want to fire. The fans are tired of Matt Canada, the offensive coordinator. They're all over him. But I like Pickett. I like that quarterback. They'll cover the 2.5. They're not playing great, but Tennessee is just not. It's just not Tennessee right now. So I'm going to. And Tannehill's still not playing. Pretty sure he's still not playing. I think he's still out. So I'm going to take Pittsburgh, and I'll lay that 2.5.
Yeah, that rookie was it Will Levis, I think his name, Levis. He had that good NFL first start, but he's going up against a tough Pittsburgh team.
Yeah,
tough defense in a
good
short
defense.
week. Yeah, and Earl's talking about that defense pretty highly. So, I go with a guy who watches the team closely. So I'm going to go with Pittsburgh on that one. Brandt Tobler. Before you pick, plug your YouTube and everywhere else.
Yeah, just Brandt Tobler Comedy on YouTube. I'm releasing a special this week.
Are you serious?
Yeah.
Nice.
Well, hopefully this week. And then Chad's teaching me how to do this live show. So I do a podcast called Craigslist Chaos, where I just go on Craigslist and I put "call me" in the search bar, and anybody dumb enough to put their phone number on Craigslist, I call them and just fucking talk to them. So we'll be going live with that. I got to pick Chad's brain a couple more times, but I'm going to start doing the live shows, and maybe one day he'll snipe me and make fun of me is my goal. But yeah, just go to my YouTube with the specials coming out, or you can go get my book, Free Roll.
I'm predicting Brandt Tobler is the next Stuttering John. I'm just kidding.
I'll take it. I've been called worse. He's still alive?
Yeah, man. I mean, people are. Shuli's making a fortune off that guy. Just all they do is go over Stuttering John material, and he's making thousands and thousands of dollars. It's crazy.
Good for Shuli. That's
everybody can make money off Stuttering John except Stuttering John. It's the funniest thing.
Well, I might be in. You might have to give me his phone number. I'll call him. He might be part of the chaos.
Yeah. But what's your pick on this game?
Oh, I'm sorry. Give me the Steelers at home. They're tough. I love Coach Tomlin. I don't think this rookie's ready for this defense. Even though he played great last week, I think the Steelers are going to be good, and that might be a good team for Billy from Jersey. What was it? It's Bill from Jersey, right?
Yeah, Bill from Jersey.
Yeah, Bill, maybe pick up the Steelers. That might be your new team, buddy.
Come on over.
Join our. I have Chad, we have Tony's picks. Tony has a power outage in his area. So he texted us his picks, so I have them.
Okay.
He's taking Pittsburgh as well.
All right. Let's keep things rolling. We got another 1:00 game. We got Nick Swartzen's Minnesota Vikings versus Jason Tebow's Atlanta Falcons in the ATL. Atlanta minus 4.5, Commissioner. 4-4 going against 4-4.
Yeah, let's just back up one. We have a 9:30 a.m. game in Germany.
Oh, I didn't see that one.
Prior to that 1:00 game, it's Miami and Kansas City. Kansas City laying 2. This game could be a lot of fun. Kansas City struggling when Taylor Swift is not there live.
She's not going over there?
No, her tour is kicking off again. So they're saying that she won't be around.
And she got a DUI. She's not allowed.
Yeah.
Does she really have a DUI?
No, I don't know. But that's just what.
No.
It's what people say to me. I had a girl just real quick say that to me the other day. She's just like, "Are you even allowed to go to Canada?" I was like, "Why?" She's just like, "I just assumed you got a DUI before." I was like, "You know what? That's fair. That was fair." But sorry to interrupt. Yeah, the big game, Chiefs.
I really like Miami. Again,
you do seem like you have a DUI.
I should have. It's a miracle I didn't.
I technically don't. I got arrested for one, but I pled down to a reckless op.
Oh, so you can go to Canada.
Probably, maybe. I don't know if I really want to go. Anyways, yeah. So yeah, Florentine was bitching about this game because he's going to be at the Comedy Store in San Diego, and he's like, "I got to get up at 6 a.m. for this dumb game." Stupid. What are you going with this on, Ken? What do you got?
I'm taking Miami, as is Tony. Tony's taking Miami as well. I'll take the 2 points. It's in Germany. It's not at Arrowhead Stadium where it gets all loud and shit. So I like Miami. I really do. This would be I think a nice statement game for Miami. Kansas City's not Kansas City right now, so
I don't know, man. Everything says take Miami, but that just makes me want to take Kansas City, I think, because I'm usually wrong. So I love Miami in this game, and this is when I used to gamble. That's when I'd always be wrong. So I'm just going to go with Kansas City, actually.
Yeah, and Patrick Mahomes had the flu last week, right?
Broncos dominated him.
Yeah, so he's going to get the best of that Dolphins defense. I think I'm going to go with the Florentine household on this one. We'll go Miami, and I think it'll be a close game, though. High-scoring game, I think. That's my prediction. Let's keep the ball rolling. Let's go to that Minnesota Viking games that I teased earlier versus the Atlanta Falcons. In it, the ATL minus 4.5. Brandt, where do you stand on this one? Vikings picking up steam.
Well, first of all, I want to say it sucks you didn't get to go do those shows in Minnesota. I was excited for you to go up there with Swartzen and crush it.
Yeah, no, I was looking forward to it too.
Yeah, man. I was like, when you posted, I was like, oh, that sucks.
He literally just got out of the hospital yesterday.
Yeah.
He had a bunch of shit wrong with him. Yeah.
He lives a life. I don't know. I think it's just a tough week for this new quarterback to come up to Minnesota and get adjusted. Yeah. And so I don't really like this Atlanta team because I think their coach sucks and doesn't really use all his weapons. But Oh, so I guess I just give me Atlanta. I think Minnesota is just too fast to transition for the new quarterback.
Yeah, Kirk Cousins hurt, torn Achilles. He's done. Ken, what do you got on that one?
Yeah, I mean, I want to take Atlanta. Taylor Heineke is going to be starting for Atlanta. They said today. Minnesota on the road, it's 4.5 points though. And Minnesota defense is still, they're still pretty good. I'm going to take the Vikings. I just don't. I think Atlanta will win. I just don't think that they'll cover. But then again, Minnesota might be pumped up. This is what, 3 in a row for them. They've won 3 in a row.
Yeah.
No Kirk Cousins, but their season's not over. They can still save their season. So I'm gonna take Minnesota and the points.
Just by listening to the two of you and reading the thing I just read, I'm gonna go Falcons. I think Falcons win big. That's what I'm putting together. And for the people that are pissed that I'm wrong with these picks, because there's a couple people out there that email, I don't care. I don't give a shit. If you're picking your picks based on me, you're an idiot. So I'm just giving you what I can. So
listen, I got a monkey. I got a monkey with a dartboard over here. I told you that. And the monkey goes like that, and that's fine.
Yeah. We got the Arizona Cardinals going up against Tony Mazur's stupid Cleveland Browns in Cleveland. No, is it in Cleveland? Yeah,
it's in Cleveland. Yeah.
So I'll be in Cleveland the week after, and they're going to be on the road. Cleveland's giving up -8 to the Arizona Cardinals, Ken Mosca.
I love the Browns. And when I say that, I say that just to piss you and Tony off. That's the only reason why I say it.
Yeah.
But 8 points, a lot of points, but Arizona is terrible, as Charles Barkley would say.
Terrible.
I'm going with the Chad and Tony Cleveland Browns, and I'll lay all those points.
Wow. What about you, Brandt?
Well, it really depends. Are you going to go to that bar this week or not?
No, I'm not going to go.
Oh, then okay. Then I'll then give me Cleveland for sure. That's the cheat code. If you're going to the bar, I know they're not going to cover a win. But if you're not going to go to the bar, then give me the mighty Browns.
Yeah, I'm done on that bar. In fact, I'm purposely going to go see that new Martin Scorsese movie at 1:00 just so I don't have any temptation to go near that bar. And I'm going to go with Brandt's pick too. I like what he had to say there. Let's keep the ball rolling. 1:00 game. We got Kate Quigley's Los Angeles Rams. Speaking of a touring Achilles, she tore hers from what I understand. Thoughts and prayers.
Ooh.
I hope she gets well. Versus the Green Bay Packers at Lambeau Field, -3, Commissioner.
Yeah, look what happened yesterday. The general manager, the president of the Browns is not sure Jordan Love is the future of that team. Come out and say that. Maybe he comes out with a little bit of a red ass, and wants to light things up. Look, the Rams played terrible against the Cowboys. But Green Bay, 3 points. It's just, I guess that's because of the home. I'm taking the Rams.
Wow, going with the Rams on that one. Yeah,
Yep.
This is the second consecutive road game. The Rams were dominated by your Cowboys last week, and Matthew Stafford's pretty dinged up right now. Packers didn't look good either, losing at home, but I'm still going to go with the Packers big time on this one. I think they're going to win, Brandt.
Yeah, I agree. I think it's just like a pick'em game, but so I'll just go with the home team. I don't think it's cold. It's not super cold there yet, I imagine, but they got a good fan base. And I mean, if you're in LA, all those LA dudes, they know they're not going to make it to the playoffs or anything. So they're just like, let's just go get this shit over with and come back to LA.
Yeah, let's just get the fuck out of here.
This is their season. This is their season here, LA. These next couple games, it's their season.
They're done.
They're done.
In that division, they're not going to catch the Niners and Seahawks.
All right,
let's Jersey, Falcons fan. Did that say? Good job.
There he's back. He got a new team.
Do that dirty good.
We got another 1:00 game. We got the 3-5 Washington Redskins going against Bill Burr's New England Patriots. 2-6. It's a pick'em, Commissioner.
I'm taking the Patriots because the Redskins just traded 2 really good defensive linemen, one to the Bears and one to the Niners. It's like, they're cashing it in, I guess. I don't know. So those 2 guys are stout. They're going to be free agents, but they're stout. It's almost like the Redskins are giving up. They know they're not going to win the division, and the chances of a wild card are slim, very slim. So I'm taking New England mainly because of that trade. So I'm taking the Pats and laying the 3.5.
At Brandt Tobler on Twitter, who do you got on this?
I think the Redskins coach, he's done. He's a dead man walking, and Belichick's still, I think, one of the best coaches of all time. So, in just a pick'em game, I'll go with the guy that's the greatest over a guy that's probably fired. So, give me the Patriots as much as I hate him.
Yeah, the Redskins are having major issues on defense. The New England offense is limited, but Brandt just said it right there. A legend versus a nobody that's about to get fired. I'm going Patriots on this one. Good take. Rack, Brandt, Tobler, everybody.
Yes.
Let's keep the thing rolling. 1 o'clock. Jason Tebow's Bill Schultz's Chicago Bears versus Mark Norman. Hey, comedy. New Orleans Saints in New Orleans, -8.5. The Saints are 4-4. Bears are 2-6. Brandt, where are you on this one?
Whew. It shouldn't be this hard. I guess this Bears team stinks. I'm going to go with
they do.
the Saints. Saints are tough at home. That's a lot of points, though, but I don't want to. I think the Bears should be trying to tank anyway. So give me Mark Norman's queefs of comedy of gay.
Hey.
Saints. Comedy.
Hey.
The only thing we know about that man is he's from New Orleans. Everything else is who knows. He's a wacky one.
He's a robot.
Comedy. Queef. I'm gay.
I have a feeling Mark Norman's never cried.
I bet he cries way more than you think.
What do you got, Ken? What do you got on this one?
I'm taking the Saints. Kamara's back. He's playing well. They're getting him the ball. He's still a dickhead, though. But, I'm taking the Saints. That is a lot of points, but the Bears are so bad, and their quarterback's done. Fields is done. He's.
They say they could have him back, though, this game. But they are also coming off 2 consecutive road games.
Back for what?
All right.
Yeah.
Well, you sold me on that. Let me go Saints on that one too. Sorry, Dub Bears. Sorry. All right, let's keep this ball rolling. We got where are we at, Commissioner? We got the Seattle.
Seattle. Craig Gass's Seattle Seahawks
versus Ryan Sickler's Baltimore Ravens Baltimore, -5.5. 6-2. Oh, there's Sickler right there. Hey. There it is. We'll go with you, Brandt, since you know Ryan.
I guess I got to go with Ryan if I'm repping his poster right here. I know I like this Baltimore team and my fantasy team, which I know no one cares about, but I got Lamar and Mark Andrews and Justin Tucker, so I've kind of become a Baltimore fan just from rooting from them. But they
see, Bill?
They look good, so give me the old Ravens.
You see, Bill, how easy it is to like another team?
Yeah, Bill.
Right? Yeah. Ken, what about you? You want to be a Browns fan?
Ravens are ranked as the number 1 team in the NFL right now, and the defense is so good. Yeah, they should beat Seattle. It's a 1 o'clock game. They're coming across country, Seattle. So I'm taking Baltimore.
Throw me down for Baltimore too. You guys had sold me on that. That is the lock of the week, according to me. We got another 1 o'clock game. We got my Tampa Bay Buccaneers going up against the Houston Texans in Houston. Houston -3, Commissioner.
Yeah, they're both 3-4. They're both 4-3 against the spread. I'm taking Houston because they're at home. It opened at -2, but I'm going to take Houston.
Brandt?
Oh man. I just like Baker. I like rooting for Baker, man.
Me too.
Seems like a cool dude. So I hate Ohio State, even though this rookie kid's playing good, and I think this coach for Houston's really good. He reminds me of Tomlin, who I think is like who would be the guy I want to play for. But I just like rooting for Baker. He seems like he'd be a cool dude to hang out with. So, and I know he watches the show. So
yeah,
it's kind of pandering. It's kind of pandering to you, Obake, but I'll be rooting for you. Give me the Tampa Bay Buccaneers.
He signed up to the Patreon. It said Mayfield Baker, so it has to
Appreciate
be.
Appreciate it, Baker.
Yeah, thanks for your support. I supported you, even though Cleveland did you dirty. I had your back. Even when I met you in the Valley with Sam Tripoli, I knew who you were. No one else did. So I support. I'm going to go same with Brandt on that one, Commissioner. What do you got?
I'm lone wolf. I'm taking the Texans. I'm lone wolfing it.
Ooh. That's when things get divided. I got to make some jumps here, baby. We got a 4:00 game, 4:05 actually. We got Bob and Tom's Indianapolis Colts versus Johnny Woodard's Carolina Panthers in Carolina. The Colts are giving up -2.5, Commissioner, on this one. I don't know where you stand.
Yeah, I'm taking the Colts. Panthers got their first win. I like their young quarterback, but I'm taking the Colts.
Brandt.
Well, they always say don't go against a streak. I don't know if one game's a streak, though. But Carolina won one. I got them going 2 for 2, and I kind of need to root for Carolina because I want the Broncos to get a higher pick, so I got to root for all these shitty teams. And I know that Bill is probably going to be a Panther fan, and I want Bill to do good with his new team. So give me the Carolina Panthers to get 2 in a row, baby.
There it is. Yeah, I'm going to go with Panthers too. Let's root for them, and so the Broncos can get a nice pick. We'll keep things going up to 4:25. We got Eddie Trunk's New York Giants versus Sam Tripoli's Las Vegas Raiders in Vegas. Vegas, big week. They're -2 after the firing of their coach. You know, the whole locker. What do you think, Ken? Where do you stand on this?
I think the Raiders are going to come out pumped up for the new coach. Raiders will, I think, will easily cover the 2 points,
even though they're having issues on offense.
Yeah, absolutely. And Daniel Jones says he's going to come back and play this game. That doesn't matter. I think the Raiders are going to come out really pumped up for this, for Antonio Pierce.
Your former home, Brandt. What do you stand on this one?
Oh, I agree with the commish. I think they'll play hard for this new coach, even though they still suck. But slow down, you piece of shit. I think the Raiders. I think the Raiders will play good. And if you are gambling, I would bet. I'd bet over on receptions by Adams because I think they're just going to feed him the ball after his little temper tantrum. Yeah. I could see him getting 12 or 15 targets. So I'll go with Bill from Jersey's old team, the Las Vegas Raiders. It sucks for him now that he quit on them. They're going to turn good, but
yeah, that sucks. Now that he's a Panthers fan, it sucks because there's no going back.
Yeah,
it's like once you go white. Anyways, I'm put me down, Raiders. That brings us to another 4:25. We got Ken Mosca's Dallas Cowboys.
Woo!
Versus Big J Okerson's Philadelphia Eagles in Philadelphia, -3 in Philadelphia. Game of the week, maybe?
Yes.
You got it.
Yes. Brody.
You got it.
Brody.
It's 3.
You got Brody in
3.
there too. Brody. Is it it's -3?
Yeah.
It's -3.
What do you think, Brody?
Protein magnets, apple cider vinegar.
Yes.
You should too. No, I'm wrong. Are you on the marquee?
So where do you stand on this one? This is
you know
your
what?
game.
Yeah, I know. Until Dallas can show me they can beat, Philadelphia, in Philly. I know it's only 3. I'm going to take the Cowboys.
He tricked us.
Misdirection. I love it. It's my favorite comedy. Brandt?
Well, this is an easy one for me, and it's funny that you played the Brody because I always think of Brody when the Eagles do the push-tush, the tush-push.
Push and believe.
Push and believe. And then when they get the first down, I say, you got it.
There it is.
First down, Eagles. Shout out to Brody. I wish you were alive and so many other comics were dead.
Yeah, me too.
I have no time for that. But
I actually have a list.
But this Eagles team is on fire, and they're tough, man. I think they're just tough at home. So give me and miss my lost interest. If he likes the Cowboys, I definitely like the Eagles. I could just tell that that's the wrong side right there. Give me the Eagles. They're on fire.
And punt.
There we go. With that being said, I'm going to go with my lost interest and go Eagle! Yeah!
What direction?
Yes.
I got to try that one of these times.
Yeah. Let me bring it up to speed here. We got 2 more games left. We got an 8:20 game. We got Carl from Who Are These Podcasts, Buffalo Bills versus Josh Schneed's Cincinnati Bengals in Cincinnati, down on 71. -2 Cincinnati. So thorough. Joe Burrow. How is he going to do, Commissioner? What's going on? Who's winning this game? Did we lose?
Listen, I'm riding Burrow. He's one of my favorite quarterbacks in the league.
He's had a calf injury.
It's only two. He's healed up from that calf injury, and Josh Allen will throw a big pick or two on the road. So no, I'm taking Cincinnati.
Brandt, is the commissioner full of shit or not? Go ahead.
Full of shit. Just full of shit. I don't know what he's doing over there with that monkey and that dartboard. But I remember in my gambling days, the biggest mistake everybody makes is you just remember the last thing you saw. And we did see Burrow dominate these Niners that we thought were unbeatable. But I think everyone's this line just seems fishy to me. And I think the Bills come in there, and just because every time you think you know something in this league, it's wrong. So I think the Bills go in there and beat the Bengals, and we still have chaos in the AFC where we don't really know who the best team is.
I like that pick, and I'm torn. I really am torn. I don't know where to go and what direction. It's going to be a high-scoring game.
Chad, so the Bills are going back to the place where Damar Hamlin had the that heart issue, or his heart stopped, what have you.
Allegedly.
So that's gonna. I think that's gonna be in their minds, that whole thing.
Well, you know what? I'm going to go this because I don't know if you saw this. Let me pull it up real quick because this was a lot of action going on. This happened to me yesterday, actually. Let me pull it up. So right here it says that O.J. Simpson followed me on Twitter. Now, I don't know if it's the real O.J. Simpson, but
he's back.
Big fan. Love his work. Since he played for Buffalo. Listen, everyone talks about OJ. They say things, whatever. But you can honestly say, and you could, he killed his wife. He killed a waiter. Yeah, he did it one time, and he never did it again. Like, he learned his lesson. Like, he goes, I fucked up. I'm not going to do it again. So I'm all about having a second chance. I'm going to go with the Buffalo Bills. That's my pick.
You got to get OJ on the show now that you guys are friends.
I would love to have OJ. He lives in Henderson.
Rack him.
Yeah, and he goes to I guess there's a Buffalo Wild Wings that he goes to every Sunday and plays with his fantasy. I would hang out with the Juice in 5 seconds, man. I'd give him my number. Hell yeah, man.
I'll hit him up.
Plus, I would be like, if I hang out with OJ Simpson, I wouldn't be the biggest piece of shit in the room.
That's true.
So, all right, one more game. We got Monday night.
I miss Brandt's pick.
Oh.
Buffalo. The Bills. Josh Allen, Wyoming Cowboy. You got it.
All right, one more game. We got Gino Bisconte's Los Angeles Chargers versus the New York Jets in Jersey. Chargers are giving up -3, Commissioner. That's right in your backyard.
Yeah, well, not in my backyard, but that's up at the Ghettolands. And look, the Jets got lucky last week. Let's not call it anything other than Saquon Barkley. Could have split those two defenders. I got the first down. The game's over, and he laid down on the ground, and that's it. So I have a tough time with this one because I do like the Jets. I do. They have a good defense, but the Chargers defense doesn't stink, and the Jet offense is just not good at all. So I'm going to take the Chargers and lay the 3 points.
What about you, Brandt?
Yeah, I agree. I just think the Chargers will outscore them. They just have too many weapons, and the Jets, they got so lucky last week. I think it'll even out, and I think they might get boat raced. Honestly, I think the Chargers might put it on them.
What about Kevin Brennan's paparazzi photos? Did you see these yet?
No.
Did it come up? How come it didn't come up? Thought it came up. There it is. Well, the paparazzi was following him around.
Oh no, these are awful pictures of him. Didn't he know he's going to be followed? He couldn't have put a little more effort in, Kevin.
Really?
Looks
He's
terrible.
Seriously, he's being followed?
Yeah.
That's freaking crazy. Jesus. What did he say? I mean,
he said a lot worse to you and me in text messages.
Yeah, but I mean, other comics have said a lot worse than he said about this. I mean, it's a non-story. I think it's someone at TMZ who has a hard-on for him, or they know someone at TMZ has a hard-on for him, and that's what, it's just bullshit.
It's good for his brand. All right. Who did you take? Who'd you guys take?
We all took including Tony, took the Gino Piscante Chargers. We're waiting on you.
All right. I'm going to go with Chargers. I don't want to be left out. I don't want to be a man left behind. And that's it. We got the picks in. We're ready to rock. And before we roll out, Brandt, again, where people keep it. Speaking of sports betting, you have a book. You plugged it earlier.
You have a book called Free Roll. Go buy it. It's incredible, especially if you like gambling. It's all about my life in Vegas when I used to be a runner for the biggest professional gamblers in the world. And I would run around and carry hundreds of thousands of dollars and bet sports every day. It was the dream job. I wish I still had it. It pays a lot better than comedy. And then go to my YouTube page, Brandt Tobler Comedy, where I will be doing some live podcasts. And that's it.
Yeah, if you want
see
to,
me.
I actually want to talk to you off air about some idea.
Okay. I love it.
Yeah. Are you busy right after this? I can call you real quick.
Nope. Call me. Call away.
Okay, I'll call you.
Ken,
what do you got?
702. No.
Give out Stuttering John's number. Ken, what do you got going on? Any shows coming up?
You're always
plugging a show like 9 months from now. So what's that show?
I'm actually on the road this weekend. I'm not going to say where, but going to go see some comedy down south. Not
Florida,
as far south as where you are.
Kevin Brennan?
No.
You're a man of mystery.
So I'll be at one of the Zanies for a few days.
Oh,
so,
yeah, I know.
Yeah,
you told me.
So.
Mencia, huh? That's cool.
Drop my name.
I will.
Tomorrow evening, I'm performing at the Hotel Haya in Ybor City. So it's going to be it's one of those don't tell shows. You know those shows? Those are fun.
They're usually good.
Yeah, they're fun. They're packed, and so I'll put the plug out on my Instagram if you guys follow me. Sign up to the Patreon. Thank you so much for listening to this week's show. We will be back for week 10 next week. For Brandt Tobler, myself, Ken Mosca. See ya. Bye.
See ya.